works. So I think we're actually live. I see the live. I don't know if people are tuning in, but if there are people tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to Heroes World Online's Strixhaven School of Mages discussion. I'm here today. My name is Pat, as you guys may or may not know. I'm here with my buddies Les, if you can say hi,
hey.
And my buddy Ryan, who's all ready to open his packs. And we're just going to kind of have a little bit of a roundtable discussion today and see what's going on. So first of all, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. What do you guys think about the new set? Hit me up. Give me an opinion. Excited? Not excited?
I'm pretty stoked about it. But Les, why don't you go first?
I've been playing it in a limited manner on MTGA since yesterday when it came out. Yeah, yesterday was Thursday, right? So I've gotten a few drafts in, and it's very interesting. There's a lot to it, and it seems like a really deep set to draft and very complex. And one of the nice things that I've noticed is usually when you draft like guild sets, the sets that have like these two color pairings, there's usually like a weaker guild, and none of that has popped up yet. Everything seems somewhat at an equal level. There might be some guilds that are a little bit stronger, but for the most part, everything seems to be at least playable. And it's nice to see some of the mechanics that are in limited seem like they might have an impact on constructed formats as well, which I like to see.
Cool. If you guys don't know, Les plays a lot of MTGA, which is why I have him here. He is he's my MTGA standard constructed format I guess connoisseur. And then Ryan, much like myself, we play a lot of Commander and a lot of EDH, right? So okay, cool. So I guess Les, the question is, versus the last draft set, like the last set versus the one that just came out, what's funner to draft? Early impressions.
So the thing that happened in the last set was I think it got to the point where people were discovering that the best thing to do was to have like 4 or 5 color snow piles, where you build decks that are completely surrounded around the synergies and strengths of snow. So a lot of times that was forced, and those types of decks were hard to draft because everybody was going for it, right? And then people started to morph towards making these aggressive decks with there's an equipment in the set called I think it's called Golden Pick. It's a 1 mana one to equip +1/+1, and then when the creature deals damage, it creates a treasure token. So it's a great way to color fix and ramp. And there's a lot of like really cheap evasive creatures, and the format turned into becoming more aggressive, but it very much became solved. So when a new set comes out, it opens up this whole opportunity to try new things and have this kind of unexplored space. And although I liked Kaldheim, I think I'm ready to move on. And
it's been 3 months, right? It's been 3 months even on Arena, right? It's been 3 months. The life cycle that is 3 months, and I feel like it's about time.
Yeah, and it feels like this set. It feels really fresh, and there's a lot of mechanics that I'm really liking in it. Like for example, I've really shockingly I've really liked the whole learn and lesson mechanic a lot, and I found it to be incredibly strong.
We'll talk about the mechanics.
Okay,
mechanics, right? But I guess to kind of wrap it up, Les, I don't want to cut you off, but is it better than Kaldheim to draft so far? Are you having more fun in the last 2 days?
I think so. I think I actually might like it a little bit more than Kaldheim, to be honest. I think
that's good to know. That's good to know. Now, Ryan, I know you're a casual Commander player. I don't want to use the word casual because it's some people treat it. Some people consider it insulting to be called a casual, but I'm going to say I'm going to use casual as in like you play a lot, but you don't try to. You and I are alike. We don't play super competitive EDH Commander decks, right? We like having fun. We like doing things. We like playing our cards, and we like games to go a little longer than 5 or 10 turns.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, right. So from your perspective, as a whole, what do you think about the set?
I like what I'm seeing so far with the the cards. I think especially with the Lorehold Guild, also known as Boros. So I think there's some cool mechanics that are coming into that particular college. And so that's why I picked up this pre-release. And I know we're going to dive into the mechanics later on, but I think that's one college that I'm pretty excited about.
Cool.
Stoked to see some new mechanics in red and white, or more so white, I guess. Red still got the same impulsive draw kind of deal going on there.
Cool. So as if you guys didn't already know, the set Strixhaven, School of Mages, the theme, it's people kind of consider it magic plus Harry Potter, because the five colors are magic are split into 5 little schools, kind of like your Gryffindors and your Hufflepuffs, and every school has a theme. So that's kind of the gimmick of this set. And as Les was kind of alluding to, some of the mechanics in this set include a mechanic called Learn. Right, Les, since you talked about it before, do you want to tell us a little bit about the Learn mechanic, since you already discussed it?
Yeah. So on some of the spells, so it can be creatures, it can be sorceries and instants, or whatever really. There's this additional qualifier that's slapped onto it. So it's just like a regular spell. It could be something like deal 3 damage, then Learn. When you cast something with Learn, it allows you to basically do one of 3 options. The first option is do nothing, which you probably aren't going to choose if you had a choice, really. The second option is you could do something called Rummage. So in order to rummage, I guess it's kind of a slang term. It's you discard a card and then draw a card. And the last option...
That's fine. A lot of people use Rummage, but yeah, you discard and then you draw. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last option, hopefully, and the best option, hopefully, is you get to go to your sideboard or the other cards you've drafted and get a lesson. So a lesson, I'm pretty sure all the lessons are sorceries, unless I'm mistaken. The lessons allow you to... They're all sorceries or creatures, rather. So the lessons all are basically an additional card. So you're getting this... to draw a card, essentially, or an extra card effect onto your spell. So you have one on your screen right now. It's the Study Break.
I did. I did. I brought up this lesson card.
So for 2 mana, you get to tap 2 target creatures, which is honestly not that good for 2 mana. But on top of it, it says Learn. So you're essentially getting to tap 2 creatures and draw a card, and it's not just any card, you're drawing a spell. So a lot of the lesson cards are actually the most powerful ones, really, are token creators, and they're usually hybrid mana token creators. So they create things like 2/1 flyers, they create 3/2 spirits, or a 4/4 elemental, I think it is.
So it's basically like it's additional sources of card advantage. Right?
Yeah.
Because this is one of those games where cards matter the most, right? Yeah, and it looked like this mechanic just basically let you do more.
The other thing that you have to consider too is there are certain cards that allow you to rebuy spells from your graveyard. So if you're buying back a spell from your graveyard that has Learn, you're actually buying back 2 cards at once. You have to kind of consider that, and it's hard to wrap your head around that too. Yeah. So you're actually getting even more card advantage when you're building in card advantage to your deck.
So how does this work in like other formats though? Like in Commander, Ryan, what happens if you cast this in Commander?
I feel like you don't have a sideboard with you don't get a sideboard in Commander, but I think the Learn mechanic accommodates to Commander players with the rummaging effect. So because you can't pull like a lesson card from your sideboard, you get that benefit of discarding.
I feel like we can house rule that though, right? Like if you and I are playing and you cast this, I'll be and you go, can I go to my binder and pull out a lesson? I'd be like, sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the rest of the pot agrees to that, then I mean that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it might be fun to do that with like a group of 4 one day.
If somebody goes. I mean, I would assume that if you know you're playing a bunch of these cards in your deck, you would kind of start with, hey, guys, I have a stack of other cards I want to play. I mean, it's kind of like those wishes, right? Because, Living Wish and all those other wishes in Commander, people don't really play them,
I will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, no, Les, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like if you were to do that, I will say that the lessons themselves are very much overcosted and they're expensive for their effect.
Yeah.
So like one example would be there's a common one that I like to get in draft. It's 2 mana. You search up a land, put it in your hand, and you gain 2 life. Like that's pretty expensive. Usually that's a 1 mana effect called Lay of the Land, and it's overcosted for what it is. But the fact that you get it for free makes up for that, right? So I don't know if it's going to be like game warping to include that into house rule for EDH, but
yeah. And I think that's the big mechanic change. I mean, I'm looking over the list now. A bunch of all the other mechanics are pretty simple. Like there's a ward mechanic that says if something gets targeted, you have to pay more. I'm not gonna. Yep, you're saying.
I feel like the ward mechanic was a fix for hexproof, because hexproof is kind of universally loathed.
I like hexproof.
Okay, well,
how many commanders that you have where I require hexproof guys?
Maybe they're experimenting with things other than like hexproof, right? Because over time they got rid of Shroud because they hated Shroud, and now maybe they're trying to. I know hexproof isn't a thing that they put in sets a lot. It's usually like very few things. So I found that the ward's pretty cool. I've liked it. Magecraft I found has actually been incredible, and there's some constructed decks that can actually function off of it.
Hey, Les, there's a question in the comments, and I think you're probably better equipped to answer it. Dave is asking, do lesson cards go into your graveyard after you cast them? Which I could probably see like being beneficial to if you wanted to recur it or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click this. There you go. I didn't even see Dave, I'm sorry.
They do. So when you cast them like normal, they do go to your graveyard. Yeah. It's just like casting an ordinary spell. So.
Oh, so maybe we shouldn't allow it in EDH because then you get 101 cards.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll pin that and we'll house rule it later.
Maybe something you can try out and see if it's worthwhile. Yeah. The other thing you have to remember too is the cards that have learn attached to them are also kind of like a little bit overcosted as well, right?
Yeah.
So you're paying for this extra card somewhat in the amount of mana that you're spending on everything. So I think
really
it's balanced.
I really like the fact that a lot of these cards have this ridiculous like school theme. Like this card is called Study Break.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's pretty funny, right?
They have the set has quite a few of those like sprinkled throughout of it, and it's kind of very flavorful in that way for sure.
I'm excited for this mechanic in Commander.
This is a
demonstrate.
Yeah, this is only in the Commander
is
cards,
it
right?
Yeah, it's only Commander precons that have the demonstrate cards.
It's not in the set itself. So I didn't run into it, so obviously not.
How good would that be? You blow up a bunch of things in one-on-one Magic, and then your opponent blows up one of yours, and everything just dies. I'm disappointed now.
But there is one cycle of cards where you can pay a lesser card and then benefit an opponent in some way. I think one of them.
These?
I think the mastery cards, Baleful Mastery.
I'm actually on the release notes, so the release notes.
So I haven't run into these as much. I think they're all in rares. I think.
Yeah.
So
they look really powerful, though, right?
Yeah, I ran into. There's a white one that's a planar cleansing variant. So I think it's 4 white and then 2 or 3 colorless, something like that. And then its alternative cost is white 2 colorless, like a normal Wrath of God. So if you pay the lesser cost, your opponent chooses 2 creatures and they return those to their hand, and everything else is sacrificed, or 2 permanents, something like that. And then if you pay the full price, it's just planar cleansing, destroy all non-land permanents. I just want
to reiterate, this doesn't say that opponent. It says an opponent.
Yeah, so you don't have to. I mean, in EDH, you can choose a different opponent for like this card.
Let Ryan draw a card.
Well, there's other ways to punch that too. If you have like Narset out, they can't draw the card.
Yeah, but Narset is. We don't talk about Narset.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
We don't talk about Narset because that
Okay.
Planeswalker's oppressive in every EDH game.
Yeah, or like Nekazari, you want them to draw cards. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of cool.
That land cycle. They also finished off the Shadowland cycle or the Showland cycle, and it was played in Standard the last go around, but it was. I think it was played because there weren't better options at the time. I'm kind of skeptical that it's gonna get play, but I don't think it's gonna get as much play as it got the first go around, because the lands actually it's not great. A lot of the times it's very awkward. It's very awkward.
All these budget options for Commander players.
Yeah, and especially right now, everybody has all the pathways, and I think the pathways are excellent lands for Standard, and they've been really, really good. And the Snarls or the Shadowlands or the Showlands, whatever you want to call them, they play incredibly poorly with the pathways. So I don't know how much play they're going to get. They do play well with the Triomes, though.
Great. All right. So before I talk about the next the big new thing about this set, I just want to ask you guys, Les, your opinion in constructed formats. What is the card that you are most excited to play with, or to cast?
Yeah. So I actually thought about this a lot, and the thing is, like, each of the formats has kind of a different answer because each of them is quite different.
Give me one. You just got one.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's going to sound weird. But
I want to ask Ryan the same question, but since Ryan doesn't play constructed formats, Ryan, what card are you most excited, or would you want to cast the most in Commander?
I'm excited about the what's the school called? The dragon, the Elder Dragon, Prismari. That's
dragon.
Yeah, it's the blue and red dragon.
Would you play it as your commander, or are you just willing to cast it?
I kind of see it as a commander deck that I'd want to build around, because I mean,
the reason why I'm tilting my head and not really looking is because I'm trying to get this up.
Yeah, I want to cast, make a bunch of treasures, put a bunch of artifacts on the battlefield, and then start casting big mana spells. I think that'd be pretty fun.
This thing?
I like that card a lot, actually.
The dog?
Yeah, that dog is cool too, and the bookworm card is also
Prismari.
I think it's like Galazeth Prismari.
Galazeth Prismari is their last name. Okay.
Yeah.
Galazeth Prismari. There you go. When it enters battlefield, create a treasure. Artifacts you control get. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
And you're limited to instants and sorceries, but I mean, if you get enough artifacts on the battlefield, you can cast some pretty splashy plays.
So we're expecting to see a Galazeth Prismari deck soon in our Wednesday Commander League. Shout outs to my own league on Wednesdays via Discord and Spell Table for now, right? I'm expecting it.
Yeah. There's a dragon that just came out too that also creates treasures when it attacks, which plays incredibly well with it.
Oh,
is that your dragon card you want to play with? What color is it? I got to search for it.
No, that one's
no. It's from Kaldheim.
Whatever.
Okay.
That's not the topic of this conversation.
No, it's not.
Okay. So, however, it's back on you, Les. One card that you want to play with, any format you want. I gave you time to think about this.
No, I know. So there was actually quite a few, but the card I'm going to actually pick, and I've already played with it a bit. It's a black card. Black is apparently turned into my favorite color, not blue. Shocking. It's called Sedgemoor Witch, and it's kind of a black young pyromancer.
It's got Magecraft on it. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So there's a lot of text on it.
All keywords. Look at it. It's all keywords.
Yeah. So you're getting quite a bit for the card. So what I've been doing is I've been playing this card a lot with, if you scroll up, Pat, there's a card called Plumb the Forbidden, which I've been playing a lot with it. And I think this, you're right there. So I think Plumb the Forbidden is an incredible card with it. So with Plumb the Forbidden, you're sacrificing the Sedmore Witch creates tokens, and Plumb the Forbidden is sacrificing creatures in order to draw cards. So the tokens that you're creating off the Witch, you can sacrifice, and then you cast Plumb the Forbidden and get more tokens. So it's this kind of endless loop of value. The Witch, she dominates the battlefield in a way that no other card in Standard right now even comes close to as a token creator. And she's also really annoying to kill. There's this drawback to killing her unless you have a Wrath, like a thing that deals damage to all creatures, whether it is an actual like a Wrath of God effect or a damage effect. But she's annoying to remove. She's got good stats. She can attack because she has Menace, and the insects, when they die, they give you life. So she's been really fun to play with so far.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. My favorite is gonna be this Liliana, who is apparently, I didn't read the story yet, but apparently she's in disguise as a teacher at Hogwarts. That's basically what this card is, right?
Yeah.
Liliana, she's a teacher now. So hey, I'm down for that. Cool. So now let's talk about the elephant in the room. These mystical archive cards that's causing this set to be super popular, I guess, and just firing out the gates. This is a set of 60 cards, and there's one per pack, and the theme is Strixhaven is a school of mages, so there's spells. So every single card of this 63 card subset are popular or powerful spells in the history of Magic, and they've kind of remade them in this ridiculously cool / not cool art form, I guess. Matter of opinion. And they're one per pack, like I said, and these are what everybody is most excited about. Now, there's also crazy Japanese versions of it, as you guys can see as I scroll down, right?
Yeah.
And it's cards like Swords to Plowshares, EDH Staples, Teferi's Protection, and then this is like a Teferi's Protection in Japanese, which is literally a picture of Teferi karate chopping something, right? And these are the cards that are just causing this set to be to fly off the shelves. What do you guys think? Yay, nay, like it?
I mean, I'm about it because as a relatively newer Magic player, I didn't have access to some of the cards, and I mean, I still don't have a Demonic Tutor in my collection. So seeing another reprint from into this set, it's a chase card. But I mean, I like the art. I like the extended art treatment of the card.
You actually really like all the art?
I mean, let's go to Faithless Looting. That's one card that I don't think I'm particularly hyped about, but there's definitely one player in our group that is all about it. And yeah,
best art ever.
Yeah, Jerry's all about that. So
shout out to Jerry if you're here.
Yeah, Jerry, if we crack this, it's all yours.
Yeah, you can have it. You can have all 10 of mine if I get 10.
You get a full playset.
Yeah. So how about this? Since you said you like the art, I'm pretty sure you've seen all of it. Brian, your favorite one?
Demonic Tutor, either in Japanese or in English. I think that's a sweet.
Oh, did you guys hear about the news of this card? The guy that drew this card, Crux of Fate, he stole the art.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he stole both pieces of the art.
It was from Reddit or something? Like he stole it from Reddit or something like that?
Yeah, he stole the Nicobolus from Reddit, and I think they confirmed, or he confirmed, that he stole this Ugin from like another art. And he just was like, oh, I'm in a rush. I'm just going to piece together these two cards and submit it. Whoa. And he got caught. There were a bunch of detectives on Reddit, and the guy that originally drew it figured it out, and it didn't. They posted something official, Wizards, about like the art being stolen or whatever, and
I think
something
he got
about
fired too.
I don't know. I mean, I think these guys are all contract, right? So they're not. So they're not truly. They're
Well,
not. You know, they're
ended
not.
their. I think they ended their business relationship.
Yeah.
Quote
Oh,
unquote.
this is the demonic tutor. That's kind of cool. It's the demonic tutor here. Now, the thing is, the thing that people are most going crazy about are the Japanese ones. So let's take a look at those. Let's look at.
I know I am.
Yeah, Les loves the Japanese cards. I'm okay with them, but look at some of these card styles. I was talking to John about this earlier, and the thing about this Japanese art is that it's cool, but every single card looks kind of the same. It's just a person, a humanoid, right, with a bunch of swirls, and it's like coated in the color of the card.
I think my problem is like the one on the right, the one for God's Willing, the one on the far right there, that could be Swords of Plowshares. That could be swords of, like, there's a sword that could be Sword of Plowshares, right? It's
this. Yeah, these two cards look exactly the same.
Yeah, I think that's down the road. It's going to be kind of an issue.
Yeah, right. I mean, for us who just loves cards and like doesn't actually speak the language, you really have to remember what they do, right? And then some of these blue cards, look, they look really cool, but they're just like Japanese style art coated in a layer of blue. This is however, this Japanese brainstorm is kind of cool. It's a cat having a brainstorm.
I will say that some of them you're like very much less likely to run into. Like if you look at like Blue Sun Zenith, you might run into that in EDH, but there's like one constructed deck that has a Blue Sun Zenith, like High Tide and Legacy, maybe, right? And I don't think it's played anywhere else, right?
Like this card here, this negate looks really cool, but it's just a person who's also doing like a counterspell. Like, how is this a counterspell?
I don't know, but I want 4 of them.
Right?
I don't know.
And they will come in foil as well. Did you see this though? I don't know if you noticed this at the first glance, but the rarity symbol is this thing, eh? Look at that.
It's etched foil.
Look at that. It's like a little it's like a reddish circle.
Oh, dang.
I didn't even notice that, eh? Look.
I didn't notice that at all.
This one's supposed to be gold.
Even in the regular editions of the card, it's like a foil. It's like an etched foil part of it, even on the regular card.
Is this Tezzeret? This is actually Tezzeret though. Look, they made a Japanese Tezzeret. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Which one's your favorite, Les? I know you also have. I know you've seen them all. I know you've looked at them all. And don't say demonic tutor. Everybody says demonic tutor. And if anybody wants to know what demonic tutor looks like in Japanese, like this.
Yeah, the demonic tutor was pretty good. I like a lot of the black art quite a bit. I thought it's too bad. I like agonizing the art for agonizing remorse, but it's not like this super played card. It's only like really a standard card, which is unfortunate. But like Crux of Fate is really nice. I think the Inquisition of Kozilek is absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
I love that.
Oh, that's cool.
This Eliminate looks like something out of an anime.
Yeah.
Right. Like this could be Brainstorm.
Could be. Like it's
Brainstorm in black.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if you coated this kind of in a blue tint, it could be Brainstorm. Yep. Nobody would be like, oh, that card doesn't look like Brainstorm.
Yeah, some of them kind of come off more generic, and it's hard to tell.
I mean, it could be a way of proxying cards.
Maybe. And, I do think a lot of the red ones are pretty nice, actually.
Well, I like this red Faithless Looting, which is significantly better than the English one.
Yes.
Right. To claim the firstborn, though, is like, it's very clearly claim the firstborn. There's a baby in it, so you know what's going on.
Stealing a baby. That's claim the firstborn.
Yeah, you know what's going on there, right?
Yeah.
This is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
These things, in case you guys also didn't know, these things are being released as part of collector's boosters and Japanese boosters. I think. I don't think they're one per pack. They may be like one every 2 packs, one every 2 or 3 packs. So if
they're one per pack too.
One per pack in collector boosters, and then in Japanese set boosters, you have a 50% chance of cracking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Specific. And there's a cat here, by the way. This cat is having a thrill of possibilities. Ridiculous. But you know what? I love it. So, any other kind of, this is a new card, right? Abundant Harvest. I've never seen this card before.
Yeah.
We choose non-land. That's kind of cool. And channels in here.
I think
Cool.
Abundant Harvest I heard was like a teaser into Modern Horizons 2 or something like that.
It was.
Oh, look! All the green cards are basically the same thing. Japanese swirls with green, right? I guess this kind of
Cross and Grip is kind of like reminiscent of the
of the time spiral, or that's fair.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that we didn't mention, or you guys didn't mention yet, is these cards really changed and warped the historic format on MTGA.
Oh yeah, I actually don't know that because I don't play MTGA.
Yeah, so when they put out the set, they said that the archive cards were going to be legal for historic, which is kind of messed up. And as soon as they made that announcement, they said that there was, I think it was 7 cards that they automatically banned.
Monotutor.
Yeah, being one of them, and like Lightning Bolt and Swords of Plowshares, Dark Ritual. There was a few others. But at the same time, we got stuff like Mind's Desire and Tendrils of Agony are in the format now. So you can make like a mono blue storm deck with, you know, Psy and Mox Amber and stuff like that. And it's completely changed the decks in the format, and it's kind of caused some decks to maybe fade from the limelight and some decks to gain prominence. And I think one of the big things that happened was Arclight Phoenix was like sort of a deck, but Faithless Looting got printed in this archive and was introduced into Historic now. So now Arclight Phoenix has Faithless Looting, and that's even banned in Modern, right? That doesn't exist in Modern. So it's
that's you introduce a broken combo in a format that didn't have it before.
Right. Now, the deck's still clunky. It doesn't have like Manamorphose, but it has some different tools that it didn't have before. So
Cool.
new decks are starting to pop up, and new decks that may have not existed before.
And just in case you were wondering, there is confirmation. An unnamed Facebook user said they messed up some of the arts. Yes, they did. Some of the art actually was flipped on some of the Japanese art. So even the guys who made the cards get the art confused, right? And obviously, one of the most messed up arts has to be Faithless Looting. I still don't believe that was meant to be. I don't think that's an accurate art.
So I actually read a post on Reddit about it. Somebody was wrote an article, I guess, about the artist. And the type of art that she does, apparently, is she takes real life photographs and then adds these kind of, you know, MS Paint looking things onto the art. And that's her art style, right? So she has a real picture there of that person. And then on top of that person, she adds these
She also did this,
really strong colors onto it. Yeah, same thing.
Which is way less ridiculous. I think the one thing coming out of this set is that these cards are cool, but some of these art choices are totally questionable.
Yeah.
So with that, do you guys have any other final comments? Because I want to open some packs, and I think Ryan's been itching to open his packs.
Yeah.
Les, you can kind of like join us as we open these packs, just to chill.
Right.
But you know, hope for the best. Oh, the other day, Ryan, I didn't tell you. The other day, Les found himself a foil tainted pack.
Oh, dang!
Like this.
Yep, I got hyper lucky.
One of these. He got one of these. Shout outs to Matt if he ever hears this. But like, he got one of these in foil. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's got to be a money card.
It totally is. So what I'm gonna do is this, Ryan. So here I have some set boosters to open, just to kind of like kind of let you see what you guys can get in set boosters. But Ryan, if you want to open yours, you can go first. Let's do it.
Sweet.
So you got the command as your
What is that?
promo?
I got Silver Quill command.
How do I set yours to be primary? Does this work? Nope, it does not work. Can you guys see that? Nope.
That's you.
That is me. Thank you. I don't know how to do this.
Oh, good. I can put it up to the camera. Silver Quill Command is my promo
Oh,
card.
there.
Oh, there we go.
How that? Silver Quill Command with the guy that kind of looks like John Ho standing
Yeah.
his hand.
It's John Ho in card format.
Did they give you a seeded pack? Is that what that is?
Yeah, so it's a seeded pack as well. And then you get the 5 regular draft boosters.
Well, remember, you're upside down. So when you're showing us what you get, there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
And even the dice are pretty cool. I mean, it's like red with white speckles, and I think it has the college symbol on the actual.
The college. Just to let you guys know, we still have a couple of pre-release kits left for sale. They flew off the shelves, but if you guys are interested, give the shop a call. John will be here this weekend to see if we have any remaining pre-release kits for you. But anyways, Ryan, let's go. What'd you get?
All right. So I just opened up the
share.
pack.
I don't even know if you get a rare in there. I think it's uncommons and commons, I think.
So I'm going through the comments. I'll go through them quickly. There's Lorehold Pledge Mage, Lorehold Campus, which is the land, sort of the tap land that goes for red and white. This is a lesson card, Spirit Summoning. Still on the comments, so we have Stone Rise Spirit, Ageless Guardian, Guiding Voice, Fuming Effigy, Defend the Campus. What is that? Blood Age General. Going to uncommons, we got Returns.
That bird's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Unlimited.
Color. I got Mascot, Interception, Lorehold. Oh, we got a rare.
Oh, it is a rare. Wow.
Retriever Phoenix.
Some type of Phoenix.
Yeah. Wish my camera was better quality, but
you get one rare.
Yeah, one rare. No
What, you
no
get an archive card? Man.
No archive card.
Unfortunate.
Get the 3 tokens. So
cool.
These ones will have the Mystic Archives.
So you open your packs, and I'll open a couple of these set boosters, and we'll see
who comes out on top.
Yeah.
Who gets a foil tainted pack.
So the promo doesn't have to be from the same college that you picked. Like you got a
I just realized black and white.
Wasn't even black and white, but you got a black white command.
Yeah. I don't know if I thought they would give you like a promo from the same college, but I guess I guess they can't control that.
I'm excited. I love cracking packs, man. That's why we do it.
All right.
Buying singles is no fun. Opening packs is. Common, don't care. All commons.
All right. Moving to uncommon.
Ooh, that's an elephant.
Elephant's real good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Reflective Golem.
Yeah, what's that?
What's
that? It's a really good EDH card.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, this one's dope.
I'm talking about the one behind it.
Oh, it's Sign in Blood. That's also good.
Oh, Sign in Blood.
Yeah. I like that. EDH is pretty decent for some okay card draw. This is a pretty sweet card though. What is it? Ecological Appreciation. You got X, 2 colorless, and green, and you search your library or graveyard for up to 4 creatures, and then it's kind of like a Factor Fiction for
it's like a gift ungiven. It's like a gift ungiven for creatures.
I think that's really, really like a really good EDH card for sure.
Dope.
I feel like that'll get a lot of love in EDH.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna maybe put this in a Zaxxora deck because then I've got my X spells. Build a Hydra out of that, and then bring some stuff into from the graveyard too.
Cool.
The uncommon counterspell you opened too, I think is going to be interesting in sideboards. I think.
Yeah, I don't see how this would be good in EDH. I mean, it's good counter spell, but then to give my opponents card advantage. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's Pat and everybody else is like a counter spell, but then you get to surgically extract the spell from the person's deck. So it's pretty useful.
Is it as useful as a foil Tainted Pact? No.
Close.
Close. So Ryan, we're looking for Teferi's Protection in foil. That's what we're looking for, right? Or Demonic Tutor in foil.
Move into uncommons, expressive iteration.
Yep.
Go blank.
Sure.
Explosive welcome. Ooh, modal double faced. Divine Gambit. Not the greatest.
Oh, you got a roll.
Oh, I got a foil rare too. Sweet.
What is that?
Big boy.
Gnarled Protector Professor. Oh, so 5/4, and he's got the learn mechanic.
So it's a green dude.
Pad card.
Yeah, it's a pad card. Yeah, thanks.
This
the
one
green dude draws a card, basically. Right? That's basically what it is. It's a green dude that draws a card.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go. Teferi's Protection in foil. Or what else? What else do we want? We want
a D tutor would be pretty good too.
Yeah, Demonic Tutor in foil. Yeah, just to get you your Demonic Tutor, your one Demonic Tutor for your EDH decks.
Time Warp's pretty good.
Yeah. What is that? It's the same elephant guy.
Same guy.
It's a good elephant.
Eye Witch. Start from scratch. Sparring Regimen. And Tainted Pack. Oh,
Not in foil, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it's not in foil. I think this is a pretty cool rare enchantment as well.
Is that's the one that pumps the attacking creatures?
Yeah, and then it untaps it, so it's kind of like pseudo vigilance.
Yeah, I played against somebody played that against me, and I exploded.
Rage quit?
No, like I literally exploded. Like the damage was insane.
Oh.
Just kept adding up.
All right, uncommon. Stone Riders, Stonebiter's Familiar.
Yeah.
I like this as an uncommon in a Marin deck. I feel like this could just be mean if you keep sacking it and then bringing it back.
Oh, what's that?
Portrick, Lore Mage.
Lore Mage, and then we got our DRS.
Foil, common, Arrogant Poet. All right, last pack.
Dope.
I think value-wise, you actually did pretty good on this one.
Yeah, for sure. Tainted Pact.
Yeah, that might have paid for it.
There's the Mercurial Artist, Thunderous Orator, Reconstruct History. I think this is a sweet card.
Yeah.
Double Major. Oh, this is a sweet card. I like this one. And Defiant Strike. Double Major?
Right. Double Major is what people do in college.
Yeah. This one's Defiant Strike.
Defiant Strike.
Target creature gets +1.
Yeah. Cool. So now, as per our agreement, I have a bunch of set boosters to open as well. I'm going to get John to open them since he's still hanging around. Maybe. I don't know. But I just wanted to kind of show that this set, there is a buy a box promo, and it is Dragon Guard Elite.
It's not bad either.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, so if anybody is interested in getting a box of set boosters or regular boosters, we do have them at the store. Well, actually, we are currently there's been a delay on draft boosters. So what we have is they've sent us a bunch of set boosters already. Oh wow, so cool, so shiny, right? So if you get a box, you should be able to get one of these buy box promos while supplies last. So now I have a bunch of set boosters here. Set booster contents always kind of confuse me. I don't know what's actually in them, but I know you get foils and you get Mystical Archive. So
you also have a chance of getting a card on the list. That special list card.
Renin 6, let's go.
It's the last. I think it's the last card is the special card.
Look at this. What is that?
That's a fox.
I'm a fox.
I think
And
if you look at the back of the art card, it says what it is. I think.
I think that's the fox from the modal double face one.
Mila, crafty companion.
Yeah.
Look, that's a rare already. Oh,
What?
Yeah, it's a lesson.
yeah, sure. Okay, this is not a rare. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Oh, looks. Professor of Symbiology, recurrent pass caller. Whoa!
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
Good, right?
I have no idea how where that card would ever be good.
In EDH.
Sure.
It's an instant. End of turn. Exchange my hand in my graveyard.
Sure.
But it costs so much mana.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's expensive.
Thrill of possibility.
Thrilling.
And I know you always get one foil in these packs. And for this one, we got.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's cool.
That's a good one.
It's
Is
not
the
a
foil
bad-
supposed to be a mystical archive?
No, it can be a card from the list, or it can just be a regular foil.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Cool. That was totally worth it, right?
That one was good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean this up later, but whatever. Next art card is Scary Fire Mage.
It's a red professor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a D.
Clark.
So we
Larg.
have Gland. We have. Oh, this is the card you're talking about, right? This
Yes, that was the one I was talking about. So in limited, it's actually pretty good.
Don't care. Don't care. What's this? Whenever an opponent activates ability, yeah, whatever. It's a modal card.
It's a modal
it's
card.
Flippy.
Oh,
Dippy.
the other side is what is this? Revel in Silence. That's cool. Oh look, I got an elf right up my alley. Cool.
That's
Sure.
the amount of life gained.
Cool. And then now we have our archive. Hey,
Not bad.
Ooh, counterspell.
not bad.
Not bad.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Pulling money here.
I'm 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ah,
Dang.
these are all from the same box. So you guys want to open some hot Swords to Plowshares and Dark Rituals? We have set boosters. Memory Lapse. Oh, cool. And then we have a foil basic land. We have this Containment Breach. Again, don't care. Don't really care about these guys.
Does that foil basic land count as the foil in that pack then?
I certainly hope not.
Seems that it's all over. Oh, Crackle with Power. This card is awesome.
Flashy red mythic.
I freaking love that card.
Oh, Gift of the State.
Oh, Gift of Estates. Nice.
Oh, no, it's not.
Just regular
Hey.
foil.
I do have his regular foil. And in case you guys want to learn about Magic Minigame Booster stuff, hit me up. I have a rules card for it. You open 5, right, Ryan? So I'll also do 5. What's this? Whoa, this guy with glasses. All right. So we got that. Scry 2, draw a card. Cool. Cool. Expel. Expel.
Expel is awesome. The art is so flavorful.
It's an elephant getting kicked out of school.
Yeah, it's the elephant
You're gone.
legendary.
Wormhole Serpents. Academic Dispute. Eye Twitch. Fair. Oh, look. It's PVDDR.
Nice.
Paulo Vito Dama De Rosa
I
World
like that card a lot.
It looks like him too.
Yep.
So if you guys don't know, this card is based, or at least it was designed or partially designed by this pro Magic player, this gentleman here. And this is his face. You guys can Google him in real life. That is kind of how he looks. And archive, boom, eliminate. And my foil is
Boom.
Stonebound Mentor. Oh, cool. Math whizzes. I'm gonna grab one more to even up with you, Ryan. Ah, no. Okay, wish me luck.
Good luck, Pat.
Thanks, man. Oh,
Oh, it's a
great.
dragon.
It's your dragon.
Nice.
Ryan, you want this? You can have it. I'll sign it.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
And then Mercurial Transformation. Don't really care about any of this. And our commons and our what's this? Radiant instants and sorceries you control have lifelink. All right, cool. Yo, this thing with that crackle power is like a ton of life. Anyways, boom. Whirlwind Denial.
Oh, it's Raiden.
Foil is it Raiden from Mortal Kombat? What kind of is? Yeah.
Basically.
And our foil is Explosive Welcome. Cost so much. Oh, but you get some mana back.
But you get 3 back.
Oh, what is this?
You got one of the list cards.
Oh, but this card's an uncommon from a set that's like a year old.
Yeah, but you did it.
What? It could have been anything else, but I got this. Whatever. All right, cool. So I think that about wraps up what I was going to do. You guys have any final thoughts about the set overall? Is it worth it to buy packs? Apparently it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's always fun to
everybody
buy
loves
packs.
a gamble.
Yeah.
It feels like a gamble, but I mean, if you are in that mood, like I said, we do have booster boxes available. We're gonna have regular draft boxes at some point in the future at the store. But besides that, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed us talking a little bit about the new set, opening some packs, and remember to like and subscribe as John's daughter would say on his streams. Thank you so much, Les, for joining me. Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining me. Yeah, if there's anything else, thanks for everything. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Right.